Welcome to episode 3 of the Dan and Tez Podcast show, where we talk about real sports takes, laughs, and unfiltered barbershop talk. Let's get things started.
All right, what we got first?
The spit that was seen around the world.
that was actually pretty funny. I didn't like it at all. I think Jalen Carter, I think his name was, should have had a little bit more discipline. No emotions are high. It's the first game of the season. You're playing it in a division rival. It's a team you don't like, but you got to be more disciplined than that. And you could have cost your team the game. Since it was close, that could have been the difference maker right there. I know this is your team, so what did you got to say about it?
It was real bizarre. What it reminded me of in basketball, like when the other kids or like the other players come over to your huddle and try to see what you're doing on your huddle. This is exactly what it reminded me of. He was crossing the line of scrimmage, and so Dak is spitting at him to me because Dak spit as well.
Mm-hmm.
Dak,
I did see that.
So Dak Prescott is spitting at him to say, "Hey, back off. This is my huddle." He's protecting his huddle, which is wrong too. You shouldn't be spitting at anybody. And so Jalen Carter goes, you spit at me?
Yeah, I saw
and then
that.
he got all his mouth full of that loogie, and he like just spit on him, right? So definitely wrong.
I didn't see it touch him though. I didn't see it touch Dak.
Oh yeah,
because he didn't even react, like move his arm out the way. He just let it just fly on him.
Yeah.
I don't know. I couldn't do that.
they put it in slow mo. Watch that shit, man. But he got fined like 1 game's pay.
Yes.
And he sat out. Would it have cost them the game? Yeah, man, it was a pretty wild game. I would say so. I would say they should talk to him about being a little bit more professional and then just being mature about the situation.
Yeah. And like I said, I know emotions are high. It's the first game of the season. You're ready to get everything started, but you got to be more disciplined than that. And they say that Jalen Carter is like the heart of the Eagles defense. Everything runs through him. So he's definitely was a difference maker in that game. I don't think it would have been as close if he would have been in the game.
You don't think it would have been as close?
Nope, not at all.
But run game was...
I think they would have added more pressure to Dak.
But if you say that, I could say then it would have been a better game if Michael was there. If we're using ifs and thens.
No. Michael is out of the picture altogether. He's with a whole nother team. This guy was actually on the field and could have actually played in the game.
And maybe he didn't want to play. Maybe he set this up because he wasn't in shape.
Maybe
this was set up, scripted. a lot of things are going on with this. It was a wild play.
That was. I mean, it was the first 4 seconds. I think 4 or 5 seconds of the game. It was. I haven't seen anything like that before.
So then let's jump right into the recap, key plays, and everything like that. I thought Dak played well. The missing piece was defensively. We did not rush the Eagles at all. They had all the time in the world. The run, I don't think they ran the balls as well as they should run the ball. And
the Cowboys.
No.
Oh, the
Eagles.
Okay.
And CeeDee Lamb, we need those catches. We need those 2 catches. You're getting paid like you're a top tier receiver.
Yes.
We need those catches. That makes a difference. But I really appreciate that he took responsibility. He said it was fault. But I'm not going to put that all on him. I'm not going to blame the whole game on him. But our defense does need to get better, and we need to catch those balls. Bro, you said we was only going to win 5, and we played the Super Bowl champions close. What?
And what did you do? You lost.
We dropped the ball.
Bloop. So here, I'll give it to you right now. Your $1. Since the Eagles didn't cover the spread, I owe you the $1. There it is. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about his Cowboys.
Woo!
Dak had a good game. Jalen Hurts running and Saquon's running was the difference maker.
Saquon had a bad game.
Exactly. But
Jalen Hurts picked up pieces.
He still made the first downs when he needed to. He still got big chunks of yards when they needed it. That's all they need him to do. They didn't throw the ball. I think they threw the ball to AJ Brown twice. I think he had like 8 yards, so they didn't even need him. All they did was pound, 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 and it was enough to win the game. That's all I have to say about your Cowboys. Is Dak played good. Nothing else went well for him, I don't think.
Okay, we played the Super Bowl champs close, man. We'll move on. Commanders recap.
Now something exciting.
Yes. 1 2-point game wins, yes. What went right? What went wrong?
I think a lot of things went right. Offensively, we scored in every quarter except for the third quarter, so the offense was clicking. Deebo Samuel got his rushing touchdown. So he touched the ball and had a nice run. Terry McLaurin wasn't in the game too much.
Scary Terry wasn't there.
He wasn't there too much, but we still scored 21 points without him being a factor. And then our defense didn't allow any touchdowns, which I liked. I think they kicked 2 field goals, 21-6. I think it was a very good warm-up game for us. We have a tougher one coming up, but this was definitely a good warm-up game and something to build off of and tweak to make even better. I think we'll have a better showing Thursday on the short week.
So that leads into our next game, Thursday night football preview, the Commanders versus the Packers. What do you got?
Well, of course I have the Commanders. That's my team. I think it's going to be of course a harder game than the Giants were. That wasn't a test at all. The good thing that we have going for us is our coach coached Micah, so he knows his tendencies. He knows what we may have to do to stop him, and we do have some offensive line additions that'll kind of help offset that.
But it's not just Micah that you got to worry about.
Absolutely.
He's just icing on the cake. Did you see what he did?
Yeah, I did see what he did.
He was just causing havoc for everybody.
Yep, we'll have something for that. So it'll be fine.
So what's the score? What's the score going to be?
I think we'll win by 4 points.
4 points?
3 or 4 points.
I'll give you a chance to get this back.
There we go. The Packers are favored. Packers are favored by 2.5. So it's not nothing that's not doable. I think we'll be fine. Our offense is clicking. Jaden Daniels remains calm no matter how big the game is. So I'm not worried about him. I'm just worried about our offensive line keeping that pressure off of Jaden Daniels.
Oh man, that's going to be a lot to swallow, man. I don't see that happening, man. I'm looking at like 21 to like 14.
What?
Yes, game over.
Touchdown?
Game over because of defense.
So you think they're going to win by a touchdown?
By a touchdown.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think we'll be all right. I know it is in a hostile environment. It is in Green Bay, but like I said, Jaden Daniels stays cool. The defense didn't play the best game last game, but I think they're going to step it up a little bit more this game.
If you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button.
Yeah.
Tyson versus Mayweather rumors.
It's hurt my heart.
Will they storm to help each other secure a bag?
Definitely. This will definitely be a moneymaker for the both of them. I'll be tuned in. This will be better than Tyson Paul. They're closer in age. That's the only thing I can think of, actually. That's it. They're closer in age. That's all I have going for me. Because this is not going to be a very entertaining fight. Mayweather is still too fast for Tyson.
What?
Yeah. So he's going to be not really running, but Tyson's not going to be able to catch him with it.
What do you mean by fast? Mayweather's more of a defensive fighter.
That's what I'm saying. He moves fast. So when Tyson throws a punch, he's going to be on the other side of the ring. Mayweather.
So you say he's running still? I'm
not saying he's running. I'm just saying he's going to dodge his punches. His feet are faster than Tyson's feet.
Okay. I don't know about that, man. It's exhibition, and
so this is going to be playing around.
The interesting part about this is that Tyson doesn't like Mayweather. But
that's very true.
So considering going into a boxing match, somebody's going to want to win. What's going to happen? Is it going to be scripted? Is it going to be for real? That's my only concern when I saw that. But you know what I do appreciate? I do appreciate them seeing that Jake Paul is making this bag off of these fights. Why not we team up?
Let's do our own
and get a bag. That's what I could appreciate from this.
And I think it's going to be a start of something too. Rather than taking Jake Paul's name out of it, let's do our own kind of exhibition fights that people also want to see besides him. So I do think that will start it, but I don't think this is going to be very entertaining at all. This is 2 of my top 5 boxers of all time in their past, their prime, and it's just not going to be a very good look. But I will be tuned in and watching.
All right.
Mayweather wins.
Mayweather wins by decision.
Correct. Yeah, that no one's getting knocked out. My MVP for the week is Park Si-hun.
Who's that? Who is that?
I was going to say, do you know who that is?
Who's that?
In 1988, that is the boxer that beat Roy Jones Jr. for the gold medal.
Yeah.
Controversial win. They say Roy Jones beat the daylights out of him, but he still won and got the gold medal. So the reason why I'm giving my MVP this week is because he gave that gold medal back to Roy Jones Jr., I think last week. He said it was messing with his mental. He felt like he didn't really win the fight. Actually, in 1988, after they called his name, Park pulled and lifted up Roy Jones, saying he should have won the fight. That was 30 years ago, but he said it was messing with him. He had to do the right thing that he felt and gave the gold medal back to Roy Jones. So that is my MVP.
Yeah, man. I remember seeing that fight, man, and Roy it was like poetry, man. He just picked the guy apart. And I remember at the end, and he didn't win, and he was crying, and and I even think there was like a documentary on it and everything like that.
There was.
So
it was actually in his documentary. Yep.
You know, how does it feel to know that you won a fight, but the judges decided that you didn't win a fight?
That's a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, man.
And I think that might have been part of the fuel for Roy Jones Jr. I think he would have been what he is now, even without it. But I think that was still one of the chips on his shoulder. That's
Absolutely.
Another one of my top 5 boxers is Roy Jones Jr. Tyson, Roy Jones, Mayweather.
Nobody asked you, but go ahead.
Pernell Whitaker, Sweet Pea, and Bernard Hopkins, top 5.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, man. So that's exciting for him, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, that was. He was crying. The Park showed up to his gym out the blue while Roy Jones was working out with one of his boxers, and surprised him and just gave it to him right there. Roy Jones burst out in tears, hugged him, and was very excited about it.
Yo, bro, that actually brings joy to my heart, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a
that
great
was good
story.
to see.
Caitlin Clark sidelined again.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I understand she's hurt, so she probably needs to rest. But now is not a very good time for Caitlin Clark, as well as a WNBA, to have one of their biggest stars sitting out. Paige Beckers.
So why don't you like it? She's hurt.
I understand she's hurt and she has to be out, but your team's going into the playoffs. The WNBA has this steam rolling. You've only played, I think, 13 games this season. It's just not a very good look. The attention that the WNBA is getting right now is going to start dwindling down if one of the top players like Caitlin Clark is not playing in these big games like this or these playoffs like this. This is the first time the team's been in the playoffs and then she's not there. 2 days before the All-Star game, they said, "Oh no, Caitlin Clark's not playing." So they showed all these commercials before she was going to be going to the WNBA All-Star game, and then they say, "Oh no, never mind, she's out." So they draw all these eyes to it, but then the best player isn't there. I just don't like the kind of precedent that it's setting because it's going to start making the WNBA viewership go down. It has been trending up partly because of her and Angel Reese, but now it's going to start trending down if the big player in Caitlin Clark is not playing.
So that's one side of the picture. The side of the picture that I see it, and I agree with you with this side. So the viewership was at about 650,000 views, and it dropped 50% with her not playing. So that is correct. The other side of it is that this is a solid business decision. She had a groin injury. She had an ankle injury. They were trying to rush her back, and just you got to take your time with it. It's a solid business decision. This was done with Michael Jordan as well. They're looking at their long-term investment. And let me add some fuel to the fire. Did you see what happened to Halliburton and they rushed him back? Did you see what happened to KD when they rushed him back?
Yeah.
Klay Thompson. The list goes on and on. So
Yep.
this is
I understand
this
that.
is a big star for the WNBA. They tried to bring her back. They ran out of time with it, and it's better for her to sideline instead of her never playing ever again.
So Paige Beckers broke her single point scored as a rookie. Juju from USC is going to be coming out of college in a couple of years. Flajane is coming out from LSU and hopefully playing in the WNBA. Records are being broken every single year. Big records. Points scored, most three-pointers. All these records are being broken and broken and broken. She is going to lose steam to where she's going to be a mediocre player or she's going to be obsolete. They're going to be better players by the time she plays a full, healthy, full season. They're going to be better players out on the court, outshining her.
What do you mean? There's better players on the court already.
They're absolutely right. But she's the big draw right now.
She's a big draw, but that is the beef. That is a beef that no one wants to talk about.
Asia Wilson is the number one player in the WNBA.
And that is the beef. They said, how come she doesn't get flowers, but she does?
Correct.
Right? But what you're saying doesn't make sense. She's not going to beat records if she can't get back. And that groin injury and the ankle injury, you play basketball. That's two of the worst injuries that you can have when your game is built on first step quickness.
This is what I'm saying. By the time she gets on the court, there are going to be other players that are going to be surpassing her.
Okay, so if I agreed with you, I would be saying the same thing about Kyrie.
Why do you say that?
Oh, I mean, he's running out of time to win another championship.
Yeah, but his is age. It's not health. It's age. He's getting older.
No, it is health. It is health.
That has something to do with it, but it's because of his age.
But is he running out of time for these records?
He's running out of time because of his age. That's why he's running out of time.
Yeah, but the concern was that there's going to be younger players coming in, and she's not going to be able to meet these records. NBA, same thing. Somebody gets fired, somebody gets hired. Is Kyrie running out of time?
Because of age, yes, he is. Not because of health.
Because of injury.
No,
He just got injured. And this is probably one of the last chances with the Mavericks that he has to win a championship.
This is one of the last chances he has, period, because he's getting to the end of his career.
Right.
Because of his age.
So you're agreeing with me. Caitlin has time because she's young.
She does have time. But there are going to be other players that are going to come along, and they're going to take all of the. They're going to suck it all out. They're going to take the endorsement deals. They're going to be breaking the records. They're going to be more pop. Juju is going to be a huge star before she gets to the WNBA.
I think everybody gets
just as Caitlin Clark was.
I think everybody gets a piece of the pie. The best player rises to the top, man. You're sounding the alarms for somebody sitting out. Bro,
the reason why I'm sounding alarms is because the alarms are being sounded before she even got into the WNBA. So I've been waiting for this star player, this all that. But where is she? She hasn't been on the court. Where is that player at? I've seen Angel Reese. I haven't seen her.
It's still going to be there, man. I can't agree with that, man. If you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button.
Yeah.
The Redeem Team, 2008 USA Men's Olympic Team enters the Hall of Fame.
Yes. Did you watch the documentary at all?
Man, I'm an original Dream Team guy.
It was good. It was good. It was interesting. It showed the competitiveness of those players and what their mission was and how they went about it every single day and every single practice. I'm glad they got in. I love all the players on that team. Love watching all the players on that team. So they definitely deserve to be in there. What do you think?
So what I think about this is LeBron hinted on this. He mentioned that Jason Kidd was there in the interview, and he's being real humble about it. And he's like, I just passed the ball to these guys, which I thought was pretty cool. And LeBron mentioned something that Jason Kidd is the only player that hasn't lost a game in international play.
Wow,
right? So what do I think about this? Man, I think it's awesome, man. Guys like Chris Paul, guys like Carmelo Anthony, they have gotten awards now that separate them that they are elite players versus them not winning a championship. For me, being a fan of the game, I really appreciate seeing these guys win. D Wade was on the podium. Coach K was talking about it, and they talked about how they brought this team together during the interview. Ahmad Rashad was interviewing them.
Oh, wow.
And so, man, it was awesome. Dwight, so there's a couple guys on this team that haven't won an NBA championship. For me, I saw this as like this really solidifies them as being elite players, even though they don't have a championship ring.
Definitely. And Carmelo's in for him by himself, and then he's also in for the Olympics. He's one of my top NBA players of all time as well. Carmelo Anthony. He's from the home state of Maryland, as I am as well. I loved his speech. I did watch his speech. I love how he touched on family and his mom and his kids and his legacy and all that. Dwight Howard, he's a showman, as always, charismatic kind of guy, funny speech for him as well. I liked it all around. I definitely like those guys, like you said, that didn't get championships, getting this honor, because like you said, it solidifies, them all time.
And I'll tell you what, we better not forget. I won't forget the icing on the cake, man. Kobe Bryant is what was the glue and put everything together.
Correct.
He motivated these guys. He set the standard. He set the standard higher. He had them going in and working out. And I remember there's crazy stories about him getting trainers or getting a trainer and at 3 a.m., 2 a.m. in the morning to shoot 500 shots. So I really appreciate them taking the time to recognize Kobe Bryant and his legacy and his greatness and what he did for that team right there.
1,000%. Rest in peace, Kobe.
So my last piece of this is this. I started thinking about the combinations, and Chris Paul was trying to team up with LeBron and get traded here. I thought that a big piece would have been if Chris Paul would have teamed up with Dwight Howard. If you go back and you look at footage of Chris Paul and Dwight Howard passing and just making those finishes, they would have been tough to beat in the league. And if you look back, Chris Paul is used to playing with the big. At Wake Forest, he was playing with the man, Tim Duncan.
Correct.
So he's used to it. So that's what I really enjoyed watching about that. And, if I had a what-if game or if I was a commissioner or a coach or something, I could get it set up, having Chris Paul and Dwight Howard would have been fun to watch.
You think Blake Griffin and Chris Paul were a show? I can't imagine Chris Paul and Dwight Howard. That would have been a show.
The chemistry was different, man. Those guys didn't like each other, but it seemed like Dwight and Chris had a level of respect for each other. I think they would have won a lot of games.
I believe you are correct.
The last segment that we have, it's a lightning round. We're going to go down week 2 of the NFL, and we're each going to pick the best team and see who comes out.
Let's do it.
All right, first up, we have Thursday night game.
Commanders. You don't even have to tell me who else they're playing.
I got Green Bay.
Green Bay.
Next up, Jacksonville Jaguars and the Bengals. Jaguars and Bengals.
Jaguars, Bengals.
I got Bengals as well. Bills at Jets.
Ooh, Bills. They'll pull that one out.
I have the Jets, Seahawks, and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers. They got a little bit of momentum. They'll pull this one out too.
2.5 favorite on ESPN. I got the Seahawks.
Okay.
Next up, the Rams and the Titans.
Rams. I think they'll be a surprise team actually this year. I'll pick the Rams.
I want to see what Cam Ward does. I'm picking the Titans. 49ers and Saints.
Saints. I think the Saints will win that one at home.
Okay. I got the Saints as well. We know the 49ers are banged up and missing a lot of pieces.
Exactly.
Bears and Lions.
Lions or the Bears? I picked the Lions.
I'm going to go the opposite. I'm going to pick the Bears.
Really?
Absolutely. Anything that you pick, majority of the time, I'm going opposite. All right. We got the Giants at my Cowboys.
I am not picking this game.
You have to pick this game.
Giants by 3 touchdowns.
Not happy.
How about that?
I got the Cowboys. Patriots at Dolphins.
Patriots. The Dolphins have a lot going on right now in their camp. quarterbacks going back and forth with people. Tyreek Hill has charges and things coming up against him, allegedly. There's too much going on.
Too much off-field stuff. Yep.
Correct.
I got the Pats as well. Browns at Ravens.
Ravens. The Ravens will bounce back. That was a tough loss they had this coming week, but they'll bounce back this week for sure.
They were in that game the whole game. They were winning, actually.
Yes, they were. Yeah, they were. I don't know where the mishap happened, but they'll bounce back this week. I think they'll be playing with a little bit more chip on their shoulder, then they'll be all right.
Panthers at the Cardinals.
I picked the Panthers,
I got the Cardinals.
of course.
All right. Broncos at Colts.
Broncos, Colts. I'll go with the Colts.
Okay, I got the Colts as well on this.
Yeah.
Eagles at KC.
Ooh. Chiefs are coming off a loss. I'll go with them. I need the Eagles to lose so that my Commanders will bump up to that number 1 spot in the NFC East. So I'll go with the Chiefs.
So you need your team to win and the Eagles to lose.
I would like for that to happen, yes.
All right. I got the Eagles for sure. Falcons at the Vikings.
Falcons, Vikings. I like the Vikings. I think they played a good game this past week. That rookie quarterback, Luke McCaffrey, I believe his name is, or McCaffrey. He looked pretty good. He's coming off some momentum, and he showed some upside, so I think they'll pull it out.
I got the Vikings as well. Last 2 games, Bucks at Texans.
I like the Bucks. I think they are going to be another surprise team. I think they'll pull that one out too.
All right, I got the Texans. They are favored 1.5. 1.5.
Well, you're a Texas guy, so
I'm going to pick them. And last game, Chargers at the Raiders.
Chargers, Raiders. Let's go with the Chargers. I like the way Herbert looked this past week. I think he was on his way to being a bust if he didn't have a good showing at least sometime this season. He had it last week. So hopefully he keeps that momentum going, but I think the Chargers will pull that one out.
And I'll pick the Raiders. So we'll put the results together.
Yes.
And we're going to see who came out on top.
Is it me? Is it him? What do you think?
So if you like this content, hit the subscribe and like button for more.
Thank you.